So, welcome to our full body HIIT yoga class today. We're going to be working everything. So, with our schedule of the class, we're doing 4 HIIT workouts. So 25 seconds with a 10-second rest for each exercise. Then we'll move into the sculpt section of the class for 2 exercises. And then we'll move into the core section of the class, followed by a stretch and a relaxation. So let's get everything together. Let's get comfortable, sitting yourself up for a brief meditation just to connect your mind and your body so that we can move through these exercises feeling good. So coming to a seat, sitting up nice and tall, pressing your sitting bones to the earth, rising the crown of your head to the sky. Taking a breath in through your nose and exhaling with a sigh. So taking a moment now just to find that place of peace and calm. Noticing any areas of tension or stress. With your next exhale, let's allow it to melt and dissolve away. At least for this next hour, we'll be together, breathing, sweating and moving, feeling good. So noticing if you're holding any tension between your eyebrows, around your cheeks and jaw, your chest, your shoulders, and your hips. It's beginning to draw your awareness to your breath. Are you breathing fast or slow? Is there any restriction to the flow of your breath? So just noticing the quality, observing just for a moment without change. Starting to soften the muscles around your belly. And take a breath from your nose deep down towards your pelvis. Allow belly to swell and expand as you breathe in. And then out through your nose, smoothly, gently. We'll take a few more breaths together like this. Nose to belly, feeling ribs and belly expand and open. Feeling the quality of your breath start to improve. Feeling more in charge and empowered with your mind. Taking another 2 breaths here. And then starting to let go. Very softly, allowing your eyes to open and letting the light back in. Coming back to your mat and into the room. Really good. So let's begin a little bit of movement just to warm into all our joints around our body. So beginning with our beautiful whirlpool. So all the way around here, hands to knees, and just rolling in a big circle Be feeling into your body, feel around back, shoulders and neck. Maybe you can even feel into your wrists here as you press the palms and pads into knees. So let your breath flow. Let this feel good. That's the way. Let's take one more all the way around. And then coming back upright and moving in the opposite direction. So just noting to yourself if this feels any different to the other side. Maybe you're feeling a little energized today and ready to go. Or perhaps it's going to take a little bit more gentle movement to charge you up. So today's class we're going to be sweating a lot. We'll be moving and we'll create some strength as we go off the back of that too. So really good fun today. Take one more all the way around. And let's meet back up in center. Taking your left hand to the floor, side bend over. Big breath in. And back over to the other side. Nice. Feeling the stretch down the side of your body. Maybe up your arm as well, your top arm. Take a few flowing breaths. Keep rooting your seat evenly to the ground. So not tipping here, pressing down. Beautiful. Let's take one more on each side. Reach up. And last time. Up to center and rolling onto hands and knees, coming to tabletop. So here, spreading fingers wide across the ground, and we'll take a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, tip your tailbone to the sky, roll your hips back, squeeze together, and lift. Exhale. Press the floor away and drop your head. Inhaling again. Bending elbows, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale. So moving in your own time with your breath, as fast or as slow as you like. So just feeling up and down your back. Maybe a little sway forward and a little sway back. Noticing where you feel this and if it feels good in your body. And then from this little swaying motion you're taking forward and back as well as up and down, starting to evolve this into your own personal undulations. So maybe you want to reach back, finding a child's pose. Maybe rocking from side to side. Be reaching your heart forward, find a little back bend. Exploring into legs, into hips, full front of your body, full back and sides. Just let this feel good as you start to move and breathe. And unravel any tightness and tension that's holding you back from your potential and your greatness in this class. Taking another 2 breaths. Let all the clicks and the cracks just escape from your body. And then let's meet back in center. So bringing hands and knees in a line. And we'll start to warm up wrists. So turning the fingers towards the knees. Giving elbows soft here. And taking a few little stretches to open the palms of your hands, your wrists, forearms. Little gentle bounces here, drawing your hips back towards your heels. You should feel this stretch, feels good, but be really gentle. So starting to spiral your inner elbow to the sky. So pressing the eye of your elbow right up here, maybe feeling a stretch in the inside of your arm. One more little bounce here, all the way back. And then release, turning fingertips the right way round, bringing your hips back to your heels, making a fist, and just starting to roll wrists here. It's nice to create a little space, just to give them a bit of love. And the other direction. So as we always say in these classes, if you need to take some wrist care, using one of these movements just to help release after any weight bearing. So releasing your fists and taking little side flaps, shaking it off, shaking it off. Feel around your fingers, around your palms, into your wrists, the tops, the sides, underneath. Excellent. And from here we're going to go up and down. So shaking up and down, flapping like a bird. There we go. Keep going. As vigorous as feels comfortable. Excellent. And finally, let's shake it off together. Shake, shake, shake. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Goodbye computer, goodbye typing, goodbye iPhone fingers, and release. Whew, feel the tingles. Feels so good. Okay, so we're going to come up and stand, and we're just going to take a quick elasticity move just to warm into the sides of our body. So finding just over hip distance kind of with the legs and grounding your feet, taking the hands up into little fists, nice, and elbows pressing away from your body, like someone's dragging one elbow that way and dragging the other elbow to the opposite side of the room. And from here, we're going to take little side bends. So I want you to imagine that you're holding onto a bar, something really firm like this. The hands aren't moving around, they're really, really stiff here. So from side to side, here we go. So little bends, feeling the sides of your body begin to warm up, activating your core. Maybe feeling the muscles of your arms turning on. Take some breaths here and just drawing yourself as far down as feels comfortable, and then maybe noticing that little elastic spring that draws you back up to center. So imagining your body like a big elastic band. So you draw yourself down and up, that's it. As you let go, feel the release and the rebound. Feel maybe the sides of your body getting pretty hot now, but notice the stretchiness and the release. So 3, 2, 1, let's release that. Let hands drop down and give your shoulders a roll. Whew, arms a shake, and you can start to shake out your body. Always feels good, that one. It's kind of strengthening, but it feels nice. So big breath in, exhale, release. And now to warm up the backs of our bodies before we get into any jumpy movements, bending your knees, taking your hands to the floor and finding where you can root your hands down, coming to fingertips and starting to go towards straight with the back of your legs. They don't need to be fully straight, but I want you to feel that stretch, maybe from the sole of your foot up the backs of your legs. And from here, we're going to press the hips back. And we're going to start to press and bounce. So we're pressing the floor away with the fingertips. We're hugging the hips back. And here we're starting to stretch into the legs. We're creating space around the lower back. And the arms are working a little bit here, of course. You'll feel your quads start to heat up. So keep pressing. So we're getting really elastic here, really bouncy. Stretching the backs of the legs, bouncing off the floor. So press, draw your hips back. Don't worry about falling over backwards with this nice forward fold and our heads in front of us. We've got all our weight going forward. So maybe you even press back and your toes start to lift a little bit. That just deepens the stretch. And we'll take another couple of breaths here. And 3,
2, 1. Release. Taking your toes out towards 45 degrees towards the edge of your mat. And from here we'll lower hips down, take a Malasana yogi squat. And then press the hips to the top of the room again. So legs come towards straight. And then we'll dip the hips down again. If this is too much for the feet, you come up to, lift your heels, come up to your toes. But if you have the space in your body, keep your heels down. So a few little rounds like this. So feeling the stretch in your legs, going up and down. Just waking everything up, turning your body on. Nice, big breaths here. Keep rooting your fingers to the ground, your arms are activated. Maybe feeling the heat in your legs. Okay, couple more breaths, you're doing brilliantly. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's walk the feet and the hands towards each other. Take a little sway. Let's just hang upside down for a moment. Breathe in and out. Let your head drop and just enjoy this moment of rest before we dive head first into our first hip move. And then unravel your arms, soften your knees, begin to roll yourself up to stand. Beautiful. Find your way to the top of your mat and I'll demonstrate our first HIIT exercise, yoga burpees. So one of the best ways to get strong, to get fit, and it's get hot and warm. So keeping feet hip distance apart, breathing in, we're going to exhale, pressing the hips back. So into kind of a chair squat here and taking the hands to the floor. So I'm not falling forward, kind of pressing in any weird directions. Hips always go back. Root the fingers, bend knees, either step or hop with your knees bent. So really bent here, think more table than plank. So we keep a nice barrier for the back and we don't jar. So from bounce back, then hop forward, knees can bend, and then take a lift. You can reach, you can jump if you want to, or just up, okay? So in, down, hop, forward, back. If you want to add a hop, you can add the hop. So we have 4 rounds of this, 25 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Hips back, hands down, little hop, and up. And up, that's it. So feeling every movement here, staying light on your toes, really press your hips back. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, beautiful. Nice movements. Shake wrists, shake legs, and come back. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Hopping, standing. So when you stand, lift your kneecaps, engage your legs, and feel really strong and empowered with this. Up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. There we go. Keep breathing. Move the legs. Halfway through. Let's do the next one. Off we go. Hips back. Hop. See if you can glide yourself up and down your mat. Nearly there, ladies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your breath flow. And last time, off we go. Super strong this time. Best yet, up and down. So one of the best ways to learn Build the strength for floating up and down your mat. One of those yogi techniques. That's it. Hips back, hands down. 3, 2, 1. Shake everything and breathe. Whew. Shake arms, shake legs. Let your breath calm down. One of the nice ways to calm the breath is just to bring the chest down. A little fold. And like magic, you might feel your breath calms down. So grab a quick drink of water. If you have your drink handy. Whew. And we will start the next one. So, always sips with this class. Okay, skater. One of the best ways to create strength in the outer hips. We're going to hop and twist. So it's from side to side with the legs, like this. Okay, so you imagine you're jumping over something in the middle of your mat. If that's too much, step and step, okay? So 2 levels. With the hands, we're going to twist and tap the floor. Tap. So the opposite arm and leg. Jump and tap. Okay? So let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Take that hop over, twist and tap. See how this feels? If you can't quite tap the floor, you can tap your shin or your knee, whatever feels accessible. You feel the outer hips stretching. 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest. Ooh, 10 seconds. Make the most of your 10 seconds. Ooh, breathe. And 3, 2, 1. Join me. Off we go. Tap and tap. That's it. So really feel that twist. Imagine you're skating on rollerblades down a breezy promenade. Last 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. Walk it out. Halfway through this one. Coming back. Off we go. Reach and tap. Hopping. Keep gliding your chest towards either wall. Staying as lifted as you can. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. One more like this. Oh, it's hot. Okay, off we go. Tapping, hopping, getting nice and fast. Let your breath flow. Puff and pant. Last 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo! That feels so good in our bodies. Breathe. Walk it out. Let the breath calm. Take some laps of your room. Find a towel. Maybe a little breath release here. Okay, if you need your drink, grab your drink. Whew. And when you're ready, I'll show you the next exercise. This one's good. So from here, we're going to come to the floor. Take the rest when you can. And then we're going to come to boat pose. So your variation of boat. Maybe it's leaning back, lifting your chest, maybe legs up, maybe you want to come long. Okay, so from your version of boat pose, we were going to go boat all the way over, so you can cross your ankles, use the momentum to draw you forward. Root your hands, step up, down dog kick, right leg, back, boat, up, hop it back, left leg. Okay, so alternating legs. Now the good thing about this exercise is because we're using the whole mat, we're going from our back to our front, it takes time. So with every movement, use full intention, be super strong, and we'll get through this really, really fast, okay? So let's come down to the floor. Use the counter. So starting in boat pose, off we go. Find your boat, bring yourself up, hop it back and kick with your heel. Back to a seat, boat pose. Maybe cross the other direction and kick to the sky. So we're using our whole bodies here. Get strong, remembering which leg you're kicking with. 3, 2, 1, take a break. So see, we get a few in before the timer runs out. So big breath, getting prepared, and off we go. Long and up, jump back with bent knees and kick that dog. Or maybe even think of it as a donkey kick. You get stronger, hop back and other leg. Leading with your heel. So you're kicking rather than pressing off the earth. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew, rest it out. So these go fast. We have 2 more to do. Halfway through this one. Whew, let's prepare. And off we go. Find your boat and hop it back. And kick. That's it. So we're integrating the upper body, the lower body, your breath, definitely your mind, which is probably saying, I can't do this, I need to stop. And you are showing it that you can. Last 2 and 1, take a break. 1 more to do now. This is love these exercises. So off we go. Get into your up. Roll and find that kick, nice and strong. Use the breath to help you up and kick, forward and back. That's it, nearly there now. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1 more kick and done. Ah, feels so good. You should be hot, fiery and spicy right now. Shake it off, roll your wrists, grab a drink of water. For me, there's nothing better than when you strengthen, you work your cardio at the same time. So powerful. Okay. Feeling good. Water never tastes so good, did it? So, slide that to the side. And of our 4 HIIT exercises, come to our last one now. So, crisscross jumps. So, we can do this from a wide leg goddess. Take a bend, cross. Okay, and then the other way. Right, left, left, right. Okay, so 4 rounds like this. This will finish us off. This is the intense cardio HIIT that we will come to this class for. So let's take a big breath in, recenter, and let it go. Oh, it feels so, so good after this. Okay, so root your feet down and start the timer. Off we go. Take a squat down and crisscross it over and crisscross. That's it. Staying light on your feet and landing on your big toe. Nice. A light, draw your hips back into a squat. That's it. Last 3,
2, 1. Okay, rest it out. Kick those legs. Breathe. And come back, legs wide. Off we go. Remembering to alternate the cross of the legs. Staying light, airy. Whew. Doing as you like with your arms. You can maybe keep them to your heart, to your hips, or just move them around. Last 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out. Halfway now. I might keep sliding. I want to slide out of the way. Off we go. Squat it down, cross it together. That's it. Crisscross, crisscross squat. That's it. Maybe even quicker if you can manage it. Bearing in mind it is hot today. 3, 2, 1. One more like this. Shake it out. Everything. And last time round. Find that step. Big breath in. And off we go. Squat it down. Crisscross. Keep your posture long and high. Chest stays upright, not falling down. That's it. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. You did it. So strong. Let yourself breathe. Walk it out. Let your heart calm. Let your breath start to settle. Maybe the little forward trick. Soothing breaths. Okay. How are we feeling? Take a drink. I'm down to the floor. We're going to work on the floor for our next little sculpty session. So, okay. One of my favorite moves. So coming to hands and knees, tabletop. Okay, spread fingers wide, elbows a little soft, so not to hyperextend. And for each round now, we're going to come, so starting on the right leg, so shifting weight evenly across and keeping your hips balanced. So I'm not tipping over and lifting my hips like this. Draw your little baby toe towards the earth. Okay, and from here, as we're doing in our challenge day 1, we're sculpting, lifting up and down in a HIIT style. So we'll feel the legs, you'll feel your arms, and compared to the rest, the first few exercises, this feels like a rest. So let's enjoy it and breathe. If it's too much on your wrists, come down to your elbows, take the wrist joints out of the way. Okay, so let's come to tabletop. Spread fingers wide, finding your balance. And then just a little way this time, so up an inch, down an inch. I know in the challenge we took it nice and high and low. Today for our HIIT, little inches, up, down, up, down, up, down. Really fast, really furious. Try and imagine lifting from your inner thigh. So lift with your inner thigh here. Last 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. We're staying on the same leg, okay? I love this exercise. It feels so good. Strengthening our whole inner line. Let's go again. Leg long, lift from that inner thigh, up and down, up and down. So lower back is fairly still here. Lift from that thigh, little pulses. Imagine you're kicking through water, something really viscous like honey or treacle. Kick, kick, kick. Keep the knee straight. Last 3, 2, 1, release. Halfway through, staying on the same side, okay? Burning this out, feeling super strong. Let's come back and carry on. Off we go, up and down, pulse, 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 pulse. Little kicks, leg stays long. Maybe feeling your belly button lift and hug in. Squeezing pelvic floor in and up. Feel your left outer hip on the floor. Feel your right entire side. And let's release it. Come back to a seat. Take a breath. We have one more like this to do. Let's go. Coming back. Pulse, 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 pulse. From your inner thigh, keep lifting. This helps to turn the hip towards the floor, keeping it strong and balanced. 10 seconds. You've got this. You're so strong. Last 3, 2, 1. You're done. Rest it out. Take hips back, maybe sway a little from side to side. You're probably feeling that right leg, big style. Let's take a little stretch. Maybe press your heel away. It does feel good though, doesn't it? Little stretches, big breaths. And we'll start to move to the other side. So lining yourself up nice and strong, taking left leg to the back of the mat, finding that little lift nice, long, and feeling out for the first few seconds. So pressing, checking your hips are level, and press those toes away, little pulses up and down, up, pulse, 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 pulse. That's it. Long, strong, lean legs. Feel your whole body strengthen. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Release it. Press back for a breath. Maybe roll your wrists if you're feeling it, or come down to your elbows. Let's go again. Setting it up, nice and long. Pulse, 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 pulse. That's it. So the knee doesn't bend. It's not this. All the way from the hip. Little presses. Take a glance to your right leg. Leaning over. Draw yourself back. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come back. Breathe it out. With 5 seconds. Setting ourselves up again. Left leg long. Lifting from that inner thigh. So pulse, 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 pulse. Feels so good. Try and touch the wall behind you with your toes. So pressing it out. Getting strong. We are nearly there. I know this is hard work because we've already worked so hard already. Last 3, 2, 1. Release. One more like this. You've pretty much nailed it, okay? Big breath. Let it go. Let's finish. Spread fingers wide and let's pulse it out. Getting strong. Glancing towards your thighs or keeping your neck long towards the top of your mat. Little up an inch, down an inch, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep going, feel the fire, that burn, using the heat we created through the hip moves. Last 2, 1, rest. Roll those hips. Feel strong in your body. Maybe taking elbows to the floor, like a mini press back and a mini puppy pose. You can rock your hips. Let your breath calm. Releasing the backs of the legs. Let's take a little stretch of the left leg here. Nice and long, toes tucked. And then press your heel back. So shifting the weight. Big breaths here. Before we shift, we're going to work with our core. Okay, come to your knees. So this is a proper core movement workout, again, HIIT style. So this time, coming from knees, tucking toes, shifting your weight to a seat, boat, and then up, down to knees. You can use weight, you can use your hands to lift you up and down, long to your boat. Maybe use hands to help you shift over and then back, okay? Active HIIT core workout. So coming to your knees, tucking your toes, keep hugging your heels towards each other, don't let them necessarily fall out. Nice and long, lifting, hug thighs together to activate your deep core line, so you're hugging pelvic floor and navel in and up, okay, nice and long. So this helps support us. Let the way back over to your seat, find your version of boat, and then it's not easy, and back, long, and back. Maybe use your hands a little bit to support you before you fall. And it's okay to fall. That's when we know we're finding our limits. Last 3, 2, 1. Take a little rest. Rock it out. Maybe feeling your core here. And we'll start back on our knees. And off we go. So roll it back, take a seat, get long. And up and down. It helps if you find a nice still spot. Super difficult to roll over, but you know you can do it. You've got this power. Curl helps you glide over. And let's rest it out. Shake the knees. You're feeling your core right about here. And let's go, nice and long. So we've one more like this to do. Get strong. This is a proper determination exercise where you're completely focusing, willing yourself with every fibre of your being to make it over. And like this, big breath. Shake it out. Know that you're doing so much good for your body and your mind. Last time, let's go. Take a seat, get long, rock it over. And up. It's not easy. Use your help you. Maybe you're feeling your legs working super hard here as well. 3, 2, 1. Nice and strong. Shake out. Big breaths. Okay. Notice where you are feeling that. Quite a lot in the legs. Okay. Last core exercise before we cool down, stretch, and relax our beautiful bodies. So we're going to take boat rocks. We're not using the timer for this one. So the boat rocks, we're getting long. And we're going to do 5 a few times. So maybe interlace your fingers into a yogi gun, point your toes away and press your big toe mounds together. And from here it's rock, rock, 3, 4, 5. Okay, rest. We will do 3 times. Okay, big breath. Come and lie yourself on the floor and get long. So inhale in and count to your first 5. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Oh, it's so strong for the core. Big breath in. Let it go. And when you're ready, coming back. And your next 5. Let's go. 2, 3. Yes, 4. Rest it out.
Drop head, drop shoulders, drop legs and belly. Big breath in. Release. One more like this. 5 more little boat rocks. You can do it. These are strong, full body, front body strengthening exercises. So point those toes, press your toe mounds together, interlace fingers, stretch your arms ahead in 3, 2, 1. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spread legs, drop arms, rest. Our workout is complete. It's rounded and full bodied. Take some steady breaths. Inhale, really deep, and then release out. Begin to bend knees to chest. Have a little rock from side to side. And when you're ready, lift yourself to a seat. We're going to roll over using hands and going very gently all the way over to a little tabletop here. Bringing your right knee to your wrist, we're going to find a pigeon pose. So walk your left foot back. Keep it tucked for a moment to squeeze the thighs together. Take a big breath in, stretch the front of your body, reach your heart forward and up. So releasing your core. Another big breath in. If you want to, you can lift your hands, squeezing your thighs towards each other. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, float back down, walking your hands forward. Taking a little forward fold here. You can untuck your back toes. And start to breathe smoothly. Maybe have a little rock from side to side. Just feeling in your shoulders and your hips. Letting your head drop. Take another big breath here. And get longer in every direction, through your head, through your toes. Exhale. Begin to lift yourself upright. And from here we're going to roll to our right hip. So take a seat and swing your left leg around. That's it. So it's going to sit on top. So we're feeling, now I'm going to look the opposite way to you. But we have knees nice and stacked, or you can take your foot to the floor to have it lifted. So nice stretch here. Sitting up nice and tall, pressing your sitting bones to the floor. Maybe closing your eyes, feeling the stretch around your left hip. Maybe a little bit of movement feels good. Massaging around your hips, around your back. Maybe folding forward a little bit, dipping your heart. Just building a little flexibility here. This class really is a good all-rounder for our heart, our lung health. Activating our fast twitch muscle fibers with the hip moves. Activating the strengthening slow twitch muscle fibers with the sculpt section and the core section. And here just stretching and building flexibility. So coming up here, taking a seat, we'll start to lean back and start to cross your legs the other way around. That's it. So you'll be the opposite way around to me. So it looks the other way. So other leg on top, your right leg. Take a breath here, press your sitting bones to the floor, lengthen your spine, reach the crown of your head to the sky. Big breath in.
And as you exhale, start to fold yourself forward. Start to rock it out from side to side if that feels good, or you can just stay nice and still. A few steady breaths. Unraveling. Getting quieter and giving your body the attention and love it needs right now. Noticing any areas that particularly need a stretch. Take one more breath here. And then make your way back upright, sitting tall. And then we're going to take our right leg up to the top of the mat. So the way it will naturally go, lifting over to your right hip and taking your left leg behind. So like we did with our pigeon, hugging your foot inwards here towards your groin, bending your knee and rocking over to pigeon. So tuck back toes, squeeze thighs together to find your alignment here. And when you're ready, if you squeezed and lifted on the other side, take that stretch and open your belly and your chest. Squeeze legs together, breathe in, get a little longer. And exhale, release your hands. Take your fingers to the floor, untuck your toes, walk yourself down to the ground. Again, maybe stillness suits you, or maybe after all that fast activity, a little gentle rock from side to side might feel good right now. Take another breath in, reach out of every end, so reaching through your head, your toes get longer. Exhale, press your hands into the ground, bringing yourself back upright, and we'll roll onto our right hip, releasing the legs. We'll make our way to Shavasana. So anything you need to do to release residue, maybe rock your knees, or give yourself a little hug with your knees to your chest and rocking it out. And when you're ready, bringing yourself down to the floor, taking your legs long and wide across your mat. Take a soothing breath in and exhale. You have done something amazing for your body today. You should be so proud of yourself. And now you get the chance to bathe in those beautiful sensations, that healing, tingly energy that rebuilds us stronger and nourishes us deeply. So noticing if you're carrying any hidden tension. So dropping your head. Relaxing your shoulders and arms. Softening around your hips and your lower back. Letting your legs drop and your feet roll out. Letting go of your breath. Knowing that all the work is done.
Drawing your awareness back to your breath. Feeling your chest and your belly rise. The cool air moving in. Exhaling smoothly and softly. Starting to wiggle fingers and toes. Bringing gentle movement back to your body. And when you're ready, a big stretch with your arms and your legs, accompanied by a yawn or a sigh, just to round it off and feel so good in your body. Hugging your knees to your chest, giving yourself love, a big squeeze. And gently rolling yourself to your favorite side, catching yourself as you land. Allowing yourself to drape and rest here for a breath or two. When you're ready, slowly guiding yourself up to a seat. Sitting yourself tall, rooting your sitting bones to the ground, feeling the residue of the practice in your entire body, in your willpower and your self-confidence. Let's take a final breath in together to close the practice. And exhale with a sigh. Drawing your palms together at your heart and bowing your head to your hands. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this powerful practice. I wish you the best day.